All of your suffering, every problem in your life is coming from the ego, the lower self. Now, the fact that you have a lower self and you're all riled up into this means that you need to connect with the higher self. Now, most people are simply living in the first 3 chakra systems, right? We have the survival center, the root chakra, going up to procreation, and then all the way up into the power center. Now, this is designed by the cosmic intelligence of the universe in a very specific way to keep you from passing the test of getting through to unconditional love. That's what this Great Awakening is all about. Going from the mind, going from this lower energy, thinking your way through life, to acting. It's called karma yoga. You need to take direct action on those things that are going to fulfill you on that deeper soul level, not those things that are fulfilling you on that shallow surface level or the ego. You'll notice that the ego is always gratified through sense enjoyment, right? Enjoying things, comforts, Netflix and chill, you know what I'm talking about. Now, as soon as you get in tune with this heart, as soon as you start awakening this Kundalini energy, your values are going to change drastically. You're going to start eating clean food. You're going to start changing your priorities. You're going to change your friends. You're going to change your environment. Everything is going to change because the law of attraction dictates so. The law of magnetism says as you increase your vibration, you're going to attract new things at that same vibratory point. Now, the more you do this, you have to understand that this does not stop. It's like you don't get to level 5 and then you're at level 5 your whole life and then that's it. Or your third eye is open and your heart chakra is open and then it's like you can just sit back and relax and never do anything again. No. It's quite the opposite. Notice this is an infinite journey. You are always going to expand your cup. You are always going to expand your consciousness. You are always going to be going through those next levels and continuing to upgrade your energy. Now, if you feel overwhelmed, stressed, and everything is just too much to handle, then that's when you need to take a step back and integrate the last lesson. Until you fully integrate that last lesson, then the universe and your higher self will orchestrate a new way for this new upgrade to come into your life. However, if you're overwhelmed and stressed and depressed and all of these wonderful emotions are coming to the surface and you are unable to process them, then you will not get to the next level. This is coming down because your lower self is taking control. Everything comes back down to energy. This is your choice. You have free will. Remember, when you need to integrate this energy, you have to have all these tools on your tool belt to meditate, get into nature, breathe in this amazing prana. This energy is here for you to wake up. That's it. If you haven't figured it out yet, there's nothing else to do right here on planet Earth except for to learn unconditional love. So yes, you're going to go through these waves. You're going to go through the dark night of the soul. You're going to go through these levels of conditioning. You've been on this planet for a very long time, and the fact that you clicked on this video tells me you are ready for the next level. Now, first is always addressing where you're at, addressing those self-limiting beliefs. You are worthy for that next level. You do deserve unconditional love. All of those things in your past aren't who you are right now in this time. You are so much more than that. You are not your thoughts. You are not this body. You are so much more. You are infinite consciousness wrapped up in human form. Do not get caught in the lower self or the ego. Do not get caught in these triggering emotions. Remember, emotions are there for you to feel them, to go all the way through. The only way out is through. If you feel stuck and trapped by these emotions and they're overwhelming your consciousness, then you need to process them. You need to stop being so distracted, stop swiping on your phone, stop doing those things that are keeping you away from processing these emotions. Because you'll notice we live in a very distracted world. There are so many things that are begging for your attention, whether it's the school, whether it's your job, whether it's your family members, your friends. You need to get rid of all distractions Because your spiritual journey, your spiritual life is number one. When you truly embody all of those uncomfortable things, when you go through all of those uncomfortable things, that's where the upgrade is. That's when the breakthrough happens. I know you want it. I know you're desperately seeking it. However, are you taking action on that thing in your life that is the biggest obstacle for you? It doesn't matter what it is. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop addressing those things that are happening in other people's lives. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is you getting to the next level, activating this higher consciousness, saying yes to the higher self and saying no to the lower self. Get back into balance. The yin and yang energies need to be incorporated into your body. This all comes back down to balance. Most of the civilization right here, as we go through this great awakening, they are still living in 3D. Welcome the light. Welcome this fifth dimensional energy. Welcome the new version of you, which is already here. This all comes back down to your belief system. Now, like I said, you are abundant. You already are worthy. You already are love. You were born with these things. All that happened is you were conditioned and programmed to believe that you were not worthy, that you do not love yourself, that you do not have abundance. This came from your environment. This came from your family members. This came from your friends, the school system. Everything that we were indoctrinated into took away that abundance, took away that self-love, took away that courage and confidence. So it's up to you to create a new environment, to create a new place where you can activate this higher consciousness, because it didn't go away. In fact, it's always within you. You just have to get through all of that clutter and all of those distractions to really focus and pinpoint that exact block, that exact thing that is causing that blockage in your chakra system, your energy, your light body. You'll notice this all comes back to light. Another word for energy is light. You are pure infinite consciousness, pure light that is being harnessed by this body, this meat suit. Now, you have to take care of the body. I'm not saying neglect your body. I'm not saying get rid of the ego, because you actually need it. You need to have this form in order to get in tune with the higher consciousness, except you can't get caught in the distractions. You'll notice when you get caught, the surface of the third dimension of your body, of pleasing these things, of going through these addictions, of going through these attachments, every time you go through them, you are going to experience the upgrade of energy. Now, there is no judgments here. You're in the unconditional love zone. You're here, right here with other members, and we are here to provide you with the next level. All you have to do is understand that everything is perfect. Look around you. Everything is perfect. Not a blade of grass doesn't move without the consciousness of the universe, or God, Krishna, Yeshua, Jesus, whatever word you want to put on top of that. You are that energy. You are not the body. You are not just these thoughts. The problem is you believe those thoughts. You believe them so much to where it dictated the experience that we would call reality, which is why you're not happy in life. Now, let go, surrender, and repeat. That is the process. That is the exact technique to get out of those attachments, to get out of that old perception of who you used to be based on you identifying with that personality, so you can say yes to this infinite form, which is your soul. That's the deeper part of yourself that's been covered up by all of these material attachments, all these desires that were brought to you by the Matrix. We were all brought up in this system, and that's why you have to go through it. You weren't born into the fifth dimension. You were born in the third dimension, because right now we are going through the Great Awakening. This is happening right now as I speak. So how are you getting in tune with that higher consciousness? How are you getting through those blockages in your chakra system? What are you doing about it? That's the question. We all have it. We all have self-limiting beliefs. The fact that you have a human form tells me that you need to do that work. You need to do the karma. You have this samsara, this cycle of birth and death. Just like me, we have very specific work to do right here on planet Earth. And it all comes back down to unconditional love. So keep going. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it can get frustrating sometimes. However, remember, never forget this. The universe always has your back. The universe always gives you what you want. Everything in your life right now is there because you actually wanted it. Even the negative things, all the horrible things happened because you created it. You did. Now, you created it so you can wake up. That's it. There is nothing else left to do. So get out of the distractions, get out of the worries, get out of the lower energies and the lower vibrations. Say yes to the higher consciousness. Say yes to the new version of you, which is already here and now. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everyone on the Patreon page. I love each and every one of you. Until next time, guys. Namaste. Infinite love and infinite peace.